Howdy y'all, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Tim, and that's Sean, and we're MrMaple.com. We love Japanese maples, and we're gonna talk about 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today on MrMaple.com at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
This is for May 15th. Y'all, we got some great trees coming your way. But before we do, we've got an open house coming up Memorial Day.
Ooh, May 26th from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. It's gonna be awesome. We got Japanese maples everywhere, and people who love Japanese maples that love the same passion of gardening that you do, you can make some good friends here as well.
And plus we have Jim Putnam of HortTube that's gonna be here to give a presentation and have a meet and greet. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, check him out. Wise man when it comes to landscape, gardening, and the medium these plants going in the landscape. So check it out and be there Memorial Day.
I'm excited about Jim Putnam coming. He is a next level plant celebrity. Gonna be here at Memorial Day, giving a presentation. That's gonna be cool. And guys, we'll be shooting some top fives with people, with customers. If you wanna shoot top five here at the Mr. Maple Festival on Memorial Day, let us know ahead of time so we can be prepared to make sure we grab you. If you just want to show up that day and grab us and say, hey, I want to shoot top five in a minute, we'd love to do that as well. Guys, let's get into this 10 at 10. We're starting off with Acer Palmatum Chica.
Man, look at these, the shape on them already. Man, what I like about this is that it's the smaller leaves on it. This is that kind of Ryusin style where you can stake it up and get some height on it. But what I think about with this is if you paired this with Ryusin, because the fall colors on this, you get those yellows and those oranges, where with Ryusin, you get those reds. You pair that with the Ryusin, you're gonna have a blast of a fall.
I mean, I think that's a great point. This one has more of that hooking habit too, almost akin to something like Sherosinum, but with yellow and orange in the fall rather than the reds that you can get out of Sherosinum. And it's a selection that was found at a temple in Japan. Our friend Hisunori Kojima, his wife Chica, this is named after her, Chica. And in her hometown, this tree resides at a temple in Japan. So another temple-related Japanese maple, one you don't find many places besides here on MrMaple.com. If you want that essence of Japan, of Japanese gardening, why not start with a tree that's at a temple in Japan? Get you a Chica today.
Y'all, we've got Acer Palmatum Dark Ghost, part of the Ghost series. Man, I mean, just look at these colors here in spring. Those reds that are popping with that dark reticulated veins going through it. Man, they're just shining right now.
They're looking sharp. I mean, you see these things right now. I mean, it's one of the darkest members of the Ghost series. Talon Buchholz, he had the original 8 members of the Ghost series and an honorary member with Ghost Dancer until he saw this tree and said, man, this thing belongs in there as well. It's got a good upright structure, one of the darkest leaves you can find, but still some nice reticulated variegation, which is prominent this spring. To me, beautiful tree. In the fall, it lights up with a brighter red color, which is unique because it's got that darker red leaf for the rest of the year.
I really like that darker leaf. There's a time of the year where it almost kind of gets to almost kind of a chocolate lead kind of dark color to it that really pops in the garden. If you get something around it that's a lighter color, it's really going to show in the garden.
Guys, this is one of the Ghost series. I think a couple weeks ago I went through and tried to name all the Ghost series and I forgot Uncle Ghost. I couldn't believe it.
All right, on your mark, get set, go.
Baby, Amber, First, Grandma, Sister, Purple, Dark, Martha, and Dark Ghost one, easy to remember though because it's the newest member. Really beautiful, upright form. This will make a beautiful statement in your landscape and garden. Give it some sunlight to peak up those colors. Morning sun, afternoon shade will really hold those veins later throughout the season. What do we got next, Sean?
We've got Acer Sherosinum Bronze Age. Man, another of Talon Buchholz's introductions. Haruko's favorite. Man, I'll tell you what, this one, the way it leaves out with those bronze colors, but I'll tell you what sold it on this tree. It was probably my first year working for y'all. And I walked in, it was before we had any of the houses up top. Down low I walked in and I saw those fall colors. Some of the leaves are yellow, some of the leaves are red, all at the same time. And I was like, sold, I've got to get me one, got to take one home. One of my first from Mr. Maple, Bronze Age.
I mean, I love how you get that clear yellow across it, but then you can get those red tinges across it too. I mean, really beautiful, next level Acer Sherosinum. It's not just Sean's favorite, it's a lot of our employees' favorites. and they're walking through these greenhouses, seeing so many beautiful trees all around, and this thing's rocking it out, looking awesome. I mean, that's what I love about Bronze Age, is it continues to rock it out each and every season. The name Bronze Age is perfect too, though. I mean, you see that bronze with that lime green eye to it. It is a next level Sherosinum.
And this kind of upright sort of habit, the way it grows, is a perfect for those spots in the garden where you want something to get up there where the leaves just pop out. Excellent tree.
Guys, grab you one today. They sell out quickly when we list them on Mr. Maple. If it's currently sold out, if you're watching this a little late, you can always be notified when this tree becomes available again. Guys, next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Dragon's Fire. Now, this thing has just some beautiful ornatum-like growth to it and a nice cascading habit, but it gets its name from that fiery fall color, which is yellows and oranges and reds all at the same time, that looks like a dragon just blowing that fire out.
Man, just looking at this, what I really like about this is those leaves. Those lace leaves, just how divided they are and how thin they are, just really, really speaks. And this is one of those, man, with those red colors on that, pair this with like a waterfall next to it or behind it, really gonna splash.
I mean, this is a beautiful weeping lace leaf in anybody's landscape. It's not your green, it's not your red. It's something in between with that brick red kind of color. And it pairs so well with everything out there in the landscape. I mean, you pair this next to a green upright, something like a Shishigashira, it's gonna look amazing. I love what this tree can provide out there in the garden. And then dynamically in the fall, when it clicks, all of a sudden, you've got that dynamic fall color that's starkly different than what you're seeing right now.
And it's really cool about this. We talk about, you said red or is it green? But, looking at this, you can see those red leaves, but you can see that green interior, that reticulated line through those leaves, even as delicate as these leaves look.
Beautiful weeping lace leaf. If you don't have a Dragon's Fire, now's your chance to grab one. Guys, next up, we got a killer Japanese maple. It's one of Brian Rule's all-time favorites. It's one of my favorite Sherosinums. We've got Acer Sherosinum Moonrise. Now, if you're looking for something to pair that Bronze Age with we talked about earlier, Moonrise is a killer one to do that with.
What I like about this one, and I think, like you say, Brian Rule's favorite, I think this is a lot of people's favorite. Shows up on a lot of those top 5 lists. But what's really cool about this is ever-changing. The way you get that new growth on top, so you're going to have those darker greens underneath. Then you're going to get some yellows and some reds in those new growth on top of it. It's just a spectrum of color. I mean, even on this, you can see it going on already, where those red leaves on top of these green ones, just a killer tree.
It's the original flamethrower. I mean, it was before flamethrower, but it has those same colors. We just keep having that red color coming across on a Japanese maple on top of lime green. It's always showy. It's more heat tolerant than something like Autumn Moon. It's vigorous. It's beautiful. We're growing it in full sun at my parents' garden, here in East Flat Rock, and it is doing fantastic. Shout out to our friend Carl Munn, who found and introduced this tree. It's beautiful. It's easy to grow, and it is a full moon Japanese maple. It's got that really wide full moon leaf, but just always popping off color, just constantly.
And what's really cool, like this tree, this is always one of those, whether you're into Japanese maples or not, when you see this, people stop not knowing what it is and say, I want one of those. So get one before they sell out, because these will go. Okay, guys, we've got Acer Palmatum Radiant. We're talking variegation now with some pinks and some of those dusted whiting on the leaves, and just a leaf shape on this, just fantastic.
Now, Radiant is the real name on this. I've seen some people say Cosmo is the real name. Cosmo is a plant that this was found as a more variegated sport off of. So this is much more variegated than the original Cosmo. Radiant, really beautiful. And this thing just pops off with constant, just like sand dusting variegation. Think Oregano Nishiki style, but sand dusting. So you get pinks and whites just going all to town all across the leaf.
And those pinks you get around the border in early spring like that just pops. And to bring pinks and stuff like that into the landscape is just a great idea to lighten it up.
I mean, I love this tree. These are going to sell out quickly when they list them. We went through and selected some of the better variegated radiants that we had at the Buckholtz farm. So guys, take advantage of these. You're going to get some that's going to have some good variegation, and it's going to really pop off in your garden.
And this is one that I like to maybe put kind of in that mid foreground in the garden, so that way you can see that variegation popping. That sometimes you put something too far back, you can kind of lose that, but something like this in that mid foreground, just going to make that landscape pop.
Guys, next up, we're bringing you some 2 gallons, some killer 2 gallons of Manionos Sato. If there was a tree that could just be described as wicked awesome, that would be this tree right here. Manionos, the village of 10,000 leaves. I mean, this thing continues to put off just beautiful, unique variegation on each and every leaf.
You know, I think back when I see this, I think of your cultivar highlight of what you did with this, that big specimen you have at Buchholz. And what's really cool about that is you really get to see how that variegation pops. Sometimes when you get a tree out there and it gets to that age and that size, sometimes it's farther back or it's up. And you don't get to enjoy the variegation like you would when it's in a smaller and closer. This is one of those, no matter the size of the tree, that variegation is going to pop. From standing 100 yards off, you're going to see that variegation wherever you are. A
selection from Yataka Tanaka at Tsukasa Maple. This one's one of my favorites. Right now, we've still got some of the spring color on these, where you get this maroon, unique shade of like purple, lavender maroon, with lime green on the variegation. In a few weeks, you may be getting a green on lime green variegation. And every leaf twists and curves in a different way as the variegation sort of plays with the shape of the leaf, and it's different on every style.
You know, this is one that I think would be really cool to pair up with something like a Geisha Gone Wild. You get the two of those side by side with the different colors and the twisting of the leaves and the different type of variegation. I think you've got a great pair right there.
I see this tree and I just think rock and roll. I mean, it's just so awesome. It's beautiful. And it's a tree that's everyone's favorite. Go check out that cultivar highlight he mentioned before. You can see Manionos in its fall color. Now guys, today we're bringing you Celebration in 1 gallons. There's a few 2 gallons and 3 gallons. So we're bringing you in 3 different sizes. I figured I'd show you what our 3 gallons look like because we've got some good sized 3 gallons too. Celebration, it just really continues to pop with that pink purple color that's unlike anything else.
You know, Celebration, I think that this is probably my favorite of Talon's non-ghost, new ghost series type Japanese maples. And what I really like about this, my favorite time is once you get into that summertime and the leaves start to lose that red and go to that green with that variegation, but then you get that summer flush with that bright red on top of it. It almost looks like, if you're standing back, it almost looks like the tree has flowers budding on top.
I mean, it does, and it just continues to put on a unique color that I've never seen before in a Japanese maple. I mean, that pink purple color is outrageous, and the springtime is by far the most dramatic, but after that, during the summer months, you can get some really nice shades of just bright red popping off of it during the summer. To me, it's one of the most colorful of those new ghosts, but that lime green and that pink purple color, I mean, there's nothing else quite like it.
And the reticulation just pops on it. One heck of a tree.
Guys, just leafing out, we've got some nice 3 gallons high graft of Acer Palmatum Anabidari. This is a classic sort of purple lavender kind of weeping Japanese maple that's extremely beautiful.
You know, I've had people ask me that come to open houses and they look at the different red weepers and they're like, what's the difference? But you know, in Anabidari, its red is different. It's different from any of the Orangiolas or Tamukiyama. And then plus, your habit, its weeping habit is different than the others. But these leaves, like I say, they're just that lace leaf, just a beautiful tree.
Now, if you want to see that true color out in the landscape and garden, again, we got a cultivar highlight for you here on the MrMaple Show, where we show you one in our parents' garden, and you see that sort of lavender color that this tree can get with more sunlight. It's got a nice cascading weeping habit. It's one of the reasons we have it grafted up a little bit and staked up so it'll cascade and umbrella down. This is a beautiful weeping red lace leaf. It's vigorous, it's heat tolerant, it's durable. When we were down in, we used to sell at a garden show down in Columbia, South Carolina. It's hot down there. I'm talking like people down in Texas would think it's hot down in Columbia. It's hot. This tree can handle the heat and it's extremely beautiful. And that is what's awesome about an Anabidari to me. Durable, beautiful, and that unique sort of lavender shade of red that makes it stand out.
And a great one for those corner spaces on a property or in a landscape. If you've got a smaller garden, perfect place underneath a window. You know you're not going to get too big or block a window with something like this. Great tree.
Guys, next up, we got some 7 gallons of Grandma Ghost.
Woo, look at this thing. This is ready for your landscape. For those people that say, I want something bigger, well, here you go. This is just a killer variegated, reticulated tree. And what I really like about this one is that it has that upright habit, but then it kind of spreads out as it gets up there. Great tree.
I like it, yeah. It's sort of in between what you think of some of the semi-pendulous ones. It's a little more upright, but also that weeping habit gives you the best of everything. I mean, this has that reticulated white cream with green reticulated variegation. One of the original members of the Ghost series It's beautiful. It's easy to use in the landscape. Morning sun, protection from the hot afternoon sun, best ideal conditions for most of the reticulated types to really get the most contrast between the two different colors that are playing off the veins and the rest of the leaf. I mean, it is beautiful, and it's a tree, some great sizes right now in these 7 gallons. Now, guys, that's 10 of the 20 trees getting listed. We got another secret 10 in the weekly email. Check that out. They get listed at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then you're off to the races to figure out which trees you want. Y'all, beautiful, awesome sizes today. Some awesome trees. And don't forget, we got that open house coming up Memorial Day, May 26th from 8 to 4. Plants, people, Jim Putnam. I mean, what more can we say?
Absolutely. Take care.
God bless.
Have a great day.